Thank you very much. As you see, I will talk about a bit the digital transformation, but at the very basic, and especially the experience from the project implementation in African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries. And we had a detailed presentation yesterday, and also some results of the recent survey explained yesterday and also today, conducted by WAIPA and UNIDO. Again, I think, in any case, I hope everybody recall Alice in Wonderland. And I will start with this anecdote because, first of all, I like the Cheshire cat. I'm a cat person in the story. And also, I always thought it's more than a children's story. Alice asked the cat which path she should take. And the cat asked, where do you want to go? And Alice was not concerned with the destination. She just wanted to go somewhere. And the cat assured that if she walks far enough, any road will take her there. This conversation between Alice and the cat actually tells about a lot the digital transformation, business intelligence, and data analytics. Data is present in our daily lives, wherever we go, whatever we do. We are using sometimes little, sometimes a lot, sometimes just enough amount that we need. And checking the time, checking the weather before going out, checking the gauge on the dashboard when we are driving the car. And sometimes we are, especially for example, this car, the watch, every step that we take, every breath also take, measuring everything with us. But data is all around us, but where it takes us depends on how and why we are using it. And I would like to connect this story to the project that we are implementing in the African, Caribbean, and Pacific countries on ACP business-friendly program that we are supporting value chains through inclusive policies, investment promotion, and alliances with digitalization of some processes and works. And especially in that project, we are focusing on the existing investors in the country and also the data related with those investors. And you heard today and yesterday why they are so important. A considerable amount of investment comes in the form of reinvestment. And during the COVID pandemic, this type of investors became extremely or increasingly important for the IPAs. So it makes sense to get the data or to get the data on those investors for the investors' benefits, relevant, frequent, and up-to-date shape. And for this purpose, also I can join the the results give the example from the survey results. COVID-19 accelerated the demand for digitalization for IPAs, and it is expected to increase in the post-pandemic period. And this spiderweb diagram also shows the monitoring and evaluation, policy advocacy are the top two areas prioritized for the digitalization, and followed by the aftercare. And especially aftercare and facilitation are important areas that makes the IPAs closer to the investors so that the data. And this is extremely important for other functions because they can use this data for policy advocacy and monitoring and evaluation as well. So what we targeted here to start with the registration databases of the investment promotion agencies. They are easily accessible, somehow outdated, and underutilized, making them a good fit for the digitalization and the program purposes. So, according to story, we have the destination and the path to take. But the adventure started right after this point. When we landed first time, the demand for data was tremendous. Really, overwhelmingly, they were asking everything about data. And this was absolutely normal because we are consuming the data infinitely in our daily lives, and we wouldn't expect the other way around for the IPAs. And but this was also a happy news for us to see this appetite, but we also knew that it was not just about data. So at the beginning, we started, or we would like to have the modest start to have the first-hand benefits while we are putting some targets which are modest also developing the capacities in the institutions. And often we were expressing the messages focusing on people rather than the data, because we knew that this transformation will be led by people, not by the data. So the first thing what IPS did, compiling the information from different sources, including the registration database, and started to update of this information. But the harsh truth or the reality became apparent after the compilation of the data. They had lost the contacts of some investors over a considerable period of time, and they were expecting the criticism because of this lost or the extended period of silence. Nevertheless, it was an excellent opportunity for the IPAs during the pandemic period to reconnect them and then showing them about their care and their intentions to the investors. In fact, some of our IPAs were able to get in touch with those investors after a decade of silence, really. And also some colleagues from IPAs were able to communicate first time with the investors in such intensity. So this provided them confidence, first of all, increased the confidence because they were having this doubt about the reactions, but also surprised and pleased the investors to hear from them. This people-centric approach worked well. They got, people got the real-time experience. Also, they built the awareness on this transformative approach, and investors got interested in about the services, mandates of the IPAs once again. So, in this process, of course, we used, or we were there with every step, helping them. And also we provided a tool called DIPS, or Digital Investment Profiling System. But I will not talk about. You can use the QR codes. You can reach the testimonials or the platform, which is the front end of the DIPS system. What is particular about DIPS? It is not the only the technology, but also for us, it was a guide and a journal for this transformation, while people needed to have hands-on understanding. And we were also encouraging them to use multiple tools that they are comfortable with, easily accessible, and that they can work together. The main idea behind was to engage the teams with some standardization for the collaboration and also integration. We also not suggested actually with the first time, immediately said that they have the ownership of the processes and the data. We will help them on this journey as a facilitator when they are improving the processes and the quality and the utility of the data. And of course, this forced us and them to be the center, in the center of the attention, and we trusted the internal teams in this transformation process. And we hope that this would increase the transformation at the operational level and reinforce the management's view to embed it to the across the organization, and also make it as a part of investment promotion strategy rather than a outside process, ad hoc process. Of course, we heard many statements, but one of them, this entire process was an eye-opener, or the similar statements, a wake-up call for them, because they were thinking at the beginning this was just a business directory update. But once they experience it, of course, they saw that the data was outdated, but they understood also the importance and how challenging of each step, each processes, and also appreciation for the achievements for those multiple objectives that we set at the beginning. So it is okay at the beginning to have modest start, but of course always it is important to set the clear goals and a bit challenging goals that helps you to increase the productivity by getting people on the same page, giving them direction, and also increasing the motivation. Then we need to define the data needs according to our business needs, by considering, of course, the resources available. And if we have got issues related with the resources, we need to think about the prioritization of the needs in data and the business needs. If we have got still deficit about that, we have to foster the collaboration internally, externally. This would also provide us not only reduction of the stress on our resources, but also increase the collaboration for the data communication and the standardization. We should not forget this process is not part of one or the responsibility of one group or the organization, but it should be the part of the or strategy of the entire investment promotion system. So if you are asking which tools or which digitalization strategy, we should step back first, look at the basics. We should understand or focus on changing the mindset of people that we are working with, and also the culture and the processes of the organization, because the change, and then if we are asking which tools we need to use, I think the best weapons in our arsenal are our shared vision and desire to change that shapes our organization's future, not the digitalization and any technology or tools comes with it. The results of the survey recently that we conducted in ACP countries showed, and also the experience in the field showed that IPAs are ready for this transformation. They see it's necessary and they know the destination. But they have got issues to select the way, which can be short or long path. But at the end of the day, it will take them or lead them to the right direction. And we have been happy to work with them in this journey, and we will be happy to assist to those IPAs joining us in the near future. Thank you very much, and best wishes on your journey.